So I'm going to wind down and see if we can get into something here. We're in. What are we into? Nothing too spectacular by the fields of things. A doggy. Or are we? Maybe not. No, we're not. We've got something that's hanging on out there now. Hello folks, and a very warm welcome back. Now, if I step aside, just check that out. As you can see there over my shoulder, sea state is looking absolutely mint. It's looking really nice and flat and lovely colour to the water. Hopefully, just right for me to get into, drum roll, a tope. If you've been watching recently, you've seen that I've put a little bit of time in to no avail. I have caught tope in the past off the shore, but this season, this is now my third trip out, so I've had 2 blank sessions on them, although I did fish a lighter rod and we had plenty of action if you've been watching on the smooth hounds. We've had some huss as well, so it's not been blank sessions, but today I've decided that I'm just coming here with 2 rods and I'm sitting it out, going big or going home, and that's the way I'm rolling today. Mackerel baits with wire trace and heavy pulley rigs is what I'm doing, the order of the day for both rods, and that's about the size of it. It is, as we know, with fishing for tope, a little bit of a lottery fish. My old mate Cole from Essex always says it, they are a lottery fish. You know, I'd liken it almost to fishing for big stingrays. Let's just wipe the water off the lens. I'd liken it to fishing for big stingrays, big gilt heads. They're these sort of fish that don't just come along every session. You have to put the hard yards in, serve your time, do your blanks, and fish for them hard consistently to be able to get a few fish. And when I say hard yards, the marks where I'm fishing, you have to put hard yards in. It's rough terrain, it's hard to go, hard to navigate, and the walking up big steep hills and miles of walking with tackle on your back, it's not fun. It's not fun at all, but hopefully the rewards will come. Incidentally, just talking about marks, please folks, don't send messages asking where I'm fishing and what the mark is. I'm not going to tell you. If you know the marks from the background and the surrounding areas, invariably it means you know the mark and you fished here, and therefore you know where I'm fishing. But I'm not going to be naming these sort of marks. There's a lot of anglers that put a lot of time and effort in fishing these sort of places, and it is just not the dumb thing or fair to be ruining marks for people. If you know, you know, and if you don't, then you got to do your research and find out, guys. I'm sorry to say it. Fingers crossed I'll get into a few fish. I'll show you my rigs and all that as we go in. It's bang on low water now. I'm going to fish the tide all the way up over high water. Few hours down as well, for about 3 hours down, and that hopefully should be enough time to get us a great big rod bender. One last thing, although it's looking beautiful, bloody hell, this rain has come in thick this morning. It's now early afternoon. It's supposed to subside today in the afternoon time. Fingers crossed, because we have had torrential rain coming in all morning. And yeah, hopefully it calms itself down a bit, because I'm already got my waterproofs on. I'm getting water on the lens. So there you have it. Let's do this, people. That'll do nicely. So, as I mentioned, this is the old rigs that we're going out with, tried and tested, pulley rig, bumped up, slightly heavier everything, swivels, line, the lot. Obviously you're fishing for bigger fish with rough skin and teeth as well. Got a biting trace at the bottom.
Left hand rod's flicking along there. I don't know if you can see that. He's dropped back a little. I reckon we've got a bit of doggy activity going on with that. Just gonna hold the rod and see what comes of it. Yeah, there's a little tiny tap going. That's a bit of a better tap. Interesting. He's tapping again. I'm going to whine. It will be a doggy, I should think. Yeah, we've got weight on there.
It's giving some resistance now. I wonder what we do have here. It feels like it's giving a bit more resistance than your standard dogfish, if I'm totally honest. It's kicking away there. I'm going to get completely made to look a fool, and it's going to be a doggy. But there's definitely feels like there's more resistance than your average dogfish. Bit of kicks, a few kicks there. Feels like it's just gone solid on me. I'm going to go down to the seafront there.
Yeah, it has gone solid. I'm going to walk my way over to these rocks over here. There's rocks there. I'll see if I can get a side pull on it without getting booties. I think I'm going to end up with booties here. How has that gone solid there? Has that gone so solid there? I've got rotten bottom on. There. If I said to you it's the middle of the day and it is looking almost like middle of the night, I've got some grumbly, miserable clouds coming over. I think we're going to get a real downpour very shortly. So I'm standing here poised and ready for it. A little bit of brightness in the distance, but the weather's coming from over my shoulder, so ouch. Just a bit of a pull down on that right hand rod there, if you can see that. Thought it was going to start ripping over, if I'm honest. It started pulling and then just popped back. It's slack limey there. I'm going to pick up a bit of slack. See what's going on with this. Well, there's something there giving me a little knock. There we go, and again. Getting a few taps going on. Bit of a drop back there. Bit of slack. Bit of a tentative fight, but tapping again. I'm going to just have a feel for this. I'm going to wind down and see if we can get into something here. We're in. What are we into? Nothing too spectacular by the feels of things. A doggy.
Or are we? Maybe not. No, we're not. We've got something that's hanging on out there now. We've got something coming up in the surf there. What do we have? I'm not sure what we've got on it, folks. I think we might have a... Could be a huss. Thought I had a ray for a minute, but it's going a little bit more ballistic here. What do we have? I think we've got a huss on here, folks. We've got a huss, a really nice big dark huss. It's a good huss, lovely fish. That's a lovely fish. Let's see if we can get him in, because that's a good huss, that one. That's pushing doubles. Well, what a strange, bizarre fight. And what a nice fish. Lovely fish, that is. Yeah, I reckon that's over £10, that one. There you go, folks. Have a look at that beastie. Just under £11, that one. Nice fish. It's a good wide fish. Give me a very bizarre fight. But we got there in the end. Very happy with that. It's a lovely fish, look. Nice big chunk of a huss. Beautiful. Should we go and drop him back, or her? Let's get her going. Yeah, I know. Always want to give you a bite. Look at that. Oh, lovely fish. That was a good catch. So here we are, update. We're just coming up onto high water now, about 15 minutes before high water. And still no tope activity, no bites. I've had a shed load of doggies plaguing me. Every time I'm passing out decent baits, I'm getting tapped and plucked constantly on the rod tip, and I've caught a number of them. They are doing my brains in, but I'm persevering. I'm going to sit it out and I'm going to stick it out. I've got bait, plenty of bait. It's just getting towards the very good time now, just after high water. So I do feel still confident to get a run, and that's about the strike size of it. I am, if I'm honest, I feel like I'm in a good rhythm at the minute. I'm casting well, I'm casting big baits, good distance, and accurately where I want them to go in relation to the bottom out there, where I know the rocks and the sand is. And so you can't do any more than just persevere, fishing well, putting baits in what you feel are the right areas, and hopefully while these tope swim along and sniff out my bait and come and give us a show. It would really, really help if the doggies would back off a little and just give the baits a chance to soak for a while, because at the moment, you know, they're out there for about 5 or 10 minutes and I'm getting rattles, and that's just absolutely doing my brains in. But there you go. Right, folks, with the tide once again ebbing away, that is going to have to be about that. No tope yet again. That's third trip on the bounce with no tope, and it just shows you the effort you have to put in to get a run and to get a fish. I've covered some serious miles in the motor. I have covered some miles on my legs, up and down mega steep hills and rough terrain. And of course I've been picking bait up along the way, etc, and still no fish to show for my effort. So it just does show you they don't just give themselves up, and as we were saying earlier, they really are a lottery fish. I do feel a little bit dejected today, I'm not going to lie. I've really fancied it, the conditions look so good, and to not get a run again, I was kicking, well, not kicking myself, but a little bit gutted to be totally honest. I had that one good ass, and that's not even a consolation today for me, to be fair. I have been absolutely smacked up by dogfish. They have been a nightmare today. Every bait I've put out, they are just chonking at it, smashing it up. And even the ones that are just not hooking themselves, I'm getting constant bites from them. And I'm bringing baits in that were half mackerels and they're ended up just absolutely chomped to bits. So, curse them goddamn dogfish. But there you go. I'll dust myself off, brush myself down, and I'll be back at it again. I will definitely be back. You'll see me back doing this same fishing again in the near future. And I will definitely succeed on my mission. It will make it all the more sweeter this season. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all again next time. I have got 2 rods still out fishing. Barring a miracle and one of them rods screaming off, you won't see me again until next week. Ciao for now.